story. Sorry if I still sound weird. This time last week I told you I hoped I wasn't getting sick, and today I can tell you I'm almost done being sick. So it is just getting out of me the first day without medicine. Since today is Wednesday and I usually post my word count on Wednesday, I thought that I would make today's mermaid post be on writing. So the two notebooks you see in front of me are for when I start writing my mermaid novel, which I've had the idea for a really long time. I started it. I've got some goodies in there. And then this is my little idea notebook. Okay, they're not really mermaids on the cover, but they inspire me. It's always good to pick a notebook that inspires you when you write. Because if it's pretty on the outside, then you can write about it on the inside as well. So someday I will be writing a mermaid novel, and I have been collecting mermaid stuff for years. You can see some of it all around me. I dragged a whole bunch of stuff outside. Look at all that. I am way too obsessed with mermaids, as you can see. I read mermaid novels. There's a few of them that I pulled off my bookshelf. I have all of these fun, let me get a little closer. I have all of these, get my head out of the way. I have all of these books on mermaids and their lives and treasuries of things that other people have thought of that could be cool about mermaids. For example, in, I think it's this book. This is from that ology series, like dragonology, mythology, Egyptology. But there are mermaids that live all around the world, and you can tell by the color of the mermaid what type of mermaid they are, because you have a legend here, and you've got land walkers and spell singers and tide tenders, and you've got all these different mermaids around the world, which is kind of cool. This one is from the series that made the Princess Primer, and it's got things you can feel, like how some tails will feel, or how their pouches feel, things about them. So there's a lot of lore in with them, and then just some good ideas. Books of mermaids, the secret history of mermaids. I also have tales from around the world with mermaid folklore, a treasury of mermaids, and Mermaid Tales from Around the World by Mary Pope Osborne. So those are always good to have when you are a mermaid connoisseur. Picture books are a good way if you're writing a mermaid novel to give you pictures of what you might want. Like I have a playbill from Broadway from Disney's The Little Mermaid, and you can see the way they brought mermaids to life. So you can do something as simple as that. You can do something, a picture book such as Mermaid Dance, where you can look at how there are different shapes to your mermaid tail, depending on what kind of mermaid you want to write about. Maybe even something like a Disney book where, you know, she's wearing a bridal veil made out of seaweed. So you might want something like that. You might want a storybook such as Nicholas Pipe. And then the other major thing that I have to tell you regarding ways to study mermaids is to study the sea. I got this book on shells from the library for 50 cents, $1, something like that. At one point in time, it was originally a $40 book. And it has pictures of all the different shells and characteristics about them, which is really important if you're going to be down under the sea. Your mermaid would know about this stuff. Same thing with this book, The Anatomy of the Sea, which is a just a little bargain book from Barnes & Noble that they sell all the time. And it also tells you about all the different creatures that mermaids might spend their time with under the sea. And then finally, documentaries, things like The Blue Planet, which I bought individually, but you can also buy it as a box set. Blue Earth, Disney's Oceans, all those different mermaid things. I actually got this idea from author Liz Kessler, who writes the Emily Winsnap books. I met her maybe about a year ago now, and I asked her how she came up with her writing ideas for her mermaid world. And so she said she watched a lot of underwater documentaries, and that she went scuba diving or snorkeling or something. So someday I want to go to Discovery Cove and go swim with the dolphins and go snorkel and all of that, so that someday I can write my own mermaid book. But in the meantime, I am collecting way too much loot. I have figurines all over the place upstairs, an ocean theme in my office. I am very obsessed with mermaids, as you can see. So if you're thinking about writing a mermaid book one day, you might want to think about getting books such as these that have lore about the mermaids and their worlds, or documentaries, or books on the sea, and even just reading about mermaids, be they chapter books or picture books. Either way, it's going to help, and I really want to see what you come up with because I love reading about mermaid books and I want more on the market. So hopefully we can support one another in the future as we all write our own mermaid books. Have a great day, and I hope that you come back for the rest of Splash Into Summer. See you next time.